If you do not help them, the gods will surely punish you. This was the words of a queen to a king. Now let's start the story proper. Once upon a time, in the heart of the vast savannah, there was a kingdom ruled by a wicked king named Zhaki. King Zhaki was known far and wide for his cruelty and greed. He had a grand palace and many wives, each more beautiful than the last. However, his heart was as cold as the darkest night. King Zhaki's kingdom was prosperous, but his people lived in fear. He imposed heavy taxes and punished anyone who dared to speak against him. His many wives were not spared from his tyranny. He treated them as mere possessions, using them to display his wealth and power. Among his wives was a wise and kind woman named Amina. Unlike the others, Amina was not afraid of King Zhaki. She had a gentle and good spirit, and she often helped people in the village in secret, providing them with food and medicine supplies. The people loved her dearly and whispered prayers for her safety. One day, a great drought struck the kingdom. The rivers dried up and the crops withered. The people were desperate and turned to King Zhaki for help. But the king, in his arrogance, ignored their pleas. Instead, he continued to party, feasts, and celebrate, inviting guests in the palace, oblivious to the suffering of the people outside. Amina could not bear to see her people suffer. She decided to confront the king. "My lord," she said, "the people are starving. We must do something to help them." King Zhaki laughed cruelly. "Why should I care about these peasants? They are nothing to me. Get out of my sight." Amina's eyes blazed with determination. "If you do not help them, the gods will surely punish you." "Gods?" the king ordered. The guards came, and King Zhaki scoffed at her warning and ordered them to lock her away in the deepest dungeon. But Amina's words echoed in his mind, and he began to feel uneasy. That night, as King Zhaki slept, he had a terrible dream. He saw his kingdom in ruins, his palace crumbling, and his people rising against him. He awoke in fear, terrified, cold sweat, realizing Amina's words were coming true. Desperate to avoid his fate, King Zhaki released Amina and begged her for help. Amina, with her kind heart, agreed to assist him. She called upon the spirit of the land and performed the ritual. She performed sacrifices, a sacred ritual to bring rain to the kingdom, because the kingdom had started suffering droughts and there was hunger in the land. The skies darkened and soon rain began to pour, and this was due to Queen Amina's sacrifices and rituals to the gods. The rivers filled and the crops began to grow again. The the people rejoiced and praised Queen Amina for her bravery and great wisdom. King Zhaki, humbled by the experience, realized the error of his ways. He vowed to be a just and kind ruler from that day forward. He treated his wives with respect and worked to improve the lives of his people. This brought great smiles and relief to the community. And so, the kingdom flourished under the wise guidance of Amina and the reformed King Zhaki. The people lived in peace and prosperity. Great prosperity was on the land once again, and the tale of the wicked king who changed his ways was told for generations to come. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you like our story. Please subscribe, follow for more great and beautiful stories. Thank you.